So I'm definitely not using a pillowcase to wipe my mirror down right now. I'm gonna be doing some ASMR. My nails are crusty AF because I chew them pretty badly. So I can't do any good tapping. Oh my god! For today's video, I thought it would be kind of cool to play around with some cool tones because that's not something that I really see a lot of people playing with. Everyone's like about the warm tones, and don't get me wrong, like all this shit, like I eat this up, but I was thinking about playing with, this is crusty, I should have cleaned this. I wanted to play with some cool tones just because I wanted to see what they would look like with like my eye color and my skin tone and all that kind of thing. It's not really something that I've played with. Did I say my name? I don't know. My name's Alyssa. Welcome to my channel. Let's get started. Oh my god, what? I just closed the door. Today I'm going to be using, I love this Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. It's really good because I have like textured skin, as you can probably tell, and I also have pretty big pores like around right here. This, like, I've noticed recently has been doing such a good job. Like, you can feel automatically right when you put it on that it smooths out your face. Pores, don't know her, sorry, couldn't help you. Maybe I should be chewing gum. Kind of unprofessional, huh? Yeet. Okay. Next, I'm going to be using this primer. This is the Maybelline Master Prime. It's prime and base, so it blurs redness and controls the redness on your face. I noticed that, like, if you can tell, like, areas where I'm kind of broke out, like, they get a little bit red. So I just wanted to use this to help, like, counteract that a little bit. Also, I'm using a dirty makeup wipe as a coaster for my drink right now, so that's about as professional as it gets, I would say. I need to go get this wet. I'll be right back. Okay, so while we wait for like my primer that we just put on to sink into our skin a little bit, I like to go ahead and do my brows. And I actually bought a new brow pencil just for this video. I'm already investing in this channel, you guys. So this is the Maybelline Brow Precise. It comes with a spoolie on one end, and then it comes with like this, and you roll it up and stuff. Oh my god, I'm so obnoxious. What if my brows come out looking so trash? Obviously, if you're making makeup videos, you know people are going to be talking shit about your brows because everyone has something to say about somebody else's brows on here. I just spit on myself. This is actually a sample that I got a long time ago. It's probably expired, but we're not going to talk about that. And it's of the... doesn't say. Did I lose my concealer? Where did she go? There she is. For concealer, this is kind of, I think in my opinion, it's a little too light for my my skin tone right now. I don't like to have a super highlighted under eye because, like, look at this. That's like a lot of shades too light in my opinion. But for the sake of the video, as I hear so many people say on YouTube, we're gonna roll with it. And when you blend it out, it really doesn't look that bad. There's a ghost! No, it's just my cat. She just came in here and she's gonna cry at me. So now we're gonna move into eyes. I kind of want to go a pastel route, like with like a cotton candy kind of vibe, but like a really soft cotton candy. So let's dig in. I always like to set my eyes first, and I'm gonna go in with this. This is the Morphe. All my brushes are Morphe because instead of like slowly collecting brushes over the years of me collecting makeup, what I really just did was I just bought this bundle on Morphe. I was tired of like having to find brushes that I wanted. I just wanted to have them, you know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dig into this shade right here. It's called Silk from the Kat Von D palette. And this is really just going to be a light wash. I need to move my bangs. Of that shade. I really want to avoid making my eyes look as bruised as possible, because I know that's definitely something that might happen because of the colors we'll be using. When you use a lot of cool tones, especially blues and purples, those are the colors, like that's bruise color. You just really have to be careful about where you put the shadow, because when you start getting in like this area right here is really when you start to, you know, look like you just got fucking slammed in the face. Okay, I'm gonna take this shade and I'm gonna go higher than where I just put that purple, because I don't want the punched in the face vibe. So I'm gonna try to make the top part of my crease a little bit more pink, not as purple, a little less bruised, a little more not bruised. That makes sense. I'm thinking about what to title this video, and one of the things I'm considering is calling it why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I'm thinking about going in next with a little bit of this one from the Modern, wow, literally like the most famous palette of all time. I really couldn't think of the name. Don't mind how dirty my mirror is. Okay, from the Modern Renaissance palette, Boon Fresco, that one that I really don't know how to pronounce. I'm gonna take that on a little bit smaller of a blending brush. I'm gonna kind of keep this a little bit tighter in the crease. You know, it's gonna be really embarrassing if I find out that I'm saying that shade name wrong, because I'm an artist. Watch that not even turn out to be like a color. Like Boon Fresco is not even gonna be a color, so I'm gonna be over here like, I'm an artist, I should know how to pronounce it, and it's like, bitch, that's a drink you can get at Starbucks. Also, I'm sorry if the lighting changes. I'm using natural lighting right now because you know your girl can't afford them studio lights. You know your boy gets his free tacos. So I really want to go in this blue shade. It's called Velour. So I'm really just going to take this shade, that blue shade. I'm going to put it right there on the outer corner. I think I'm going to go in with No Filter. This is from the Tarteist Pro. I'm going to mix a little bit of No Filter, which is this one right here, with a little bit of Drama right there. I'm just going right over that blue. I'm really kind of trying to blend it out. Blend out that shadow. This is a clean brush, or as clean as it gets for me anyway, which means I haven't used it during this tutorial, and I also haven't cleaned it since I got it. That is so gross. I'm going in with the blue. It's called Velour from the Kat Von D palette, and I'm just gonna, sorry, I hope my mirror's in the way. I'm just gonna take that right in here. I'm going to take my little Morphe M213, and I'm gonna start with this shade right here from the Kat Von D palette. It's called Nebula, and I'm gonna put that on the inner and outer corners again. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna take Silk from the Kat Von D palette to blend out that shimmer that I just laid down. I'm gonna take this shade Twinkle from the Kat Von D palette. I'm gonna take in. I'm gonna go into this silver shade right here. And why am I using my mirror? Right here in the palette. It's called Tencel. I have this, don't judge me, this is the crustiest thing. It has no lid. It broke off a long time ago, but this is by so embarrassing. Okay, this is by Makeup Revolution. It's their Peach Lights highlighter, and it has this like pinky hue to it. I'm gonna take it on my brush and pat that right over where we just put that silver shade, just to bring some pink into it. I even might get this a little bit wet, I think. So I'm using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This thing, okay, this spray, I don't know what I did to it, but watch. Do you see that? Like, I don't know if you can tell, but anyway, I don't want to waste it. I think it looks really pretty. It's kind of 80s, but I like that. Okay, so this is the, you know, I should have read it before I did that. This is the Airspun Loose Powder. This is the original formula. I'm gonna go in. I have this cream contour stick from Wet n Wild. It's completely rubbed off. Like, the name on it is completely rubbed off. It just says, from what I can see, contour. Yeah. And then what I do is I go in with my beauty blender and I blend it out. I think. Ooh, look! Can you see when the sun hits it? I'm gonna go down in the sun. I'm getting so close to the camera. Okay, a little too close. This is the Pure Nude Highlighter by Essence. I'm going to take a Morphe 5'10", and just really, really, really dig my brush in. You guys will see it's really just kind of a natural kind of sheen to the skin. Put a little bit on my nose. Cupid's bow. I actually really like to take my finger because I really like my Cupid's bow to stand out. I think I have a good Cupid's bow. A little bit on my chin to make my my Patricias, which is my name for my pimples, make the Patricias stand out even more. Now we're gonna go into blush. For blush today, I'm gonna be taking this Smashbox palette. It's called the Smashbox Drawn In, Decked Out Shadow, Contour, and Blush Palette. This shade right here I think would look really well with my eye look today. Bronzer, 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 bronzer. A little bit on my chin, just to kind of even it out. My witch chin. I'm gonna go into my Kat Von D palette, and I'm gonna take this shade Silk again. I'm gonna take that on my like fluffy pencil brush, my E17, which I was using a lot before. I'm gonna blend it under my eye. Next, I'm gonna go into my Morphe E18, and I'm gonna take the shade right next to Silk in the Kat Von D palette, Ribbon. It's a little bit darker, and I'm gonna keep this super close to my lash line. You know I look a little sick kind of in the eyes, but I really like it. Bought another thing today. I went to Ulta and I just got a few things for this look. I really was gonna get this this purple shade, but I was worried it wasn't gonna be that pigmented. And I knew that this would be a shade I would use a lot. I totally forgot to tell you what it was. L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Eye Pencil. I'm gonna take this right into my waterline. Don't mind me like pulling on my eye. I hate this. I hate doing this part. I'm super weird about eyes. Anyone that knows me knows that. Oh my gosh, I look weird. I kind of look like a White Walker, I feel like a glammed up White Walker. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that Makeup Revolution highlighter shade that we used. I'm gonna use this as an inner corner highlight. Maybe something a little more icy, I think would be a good pick. I'm gonna go into, look, it came off. It's these highlighters is what it is. It's the compact. Because this one doesn't have a lid either. Okay, this is the Golden Lights highlighter by Makeup Revolution. For the face, I do want to go into that Peach Lights highlighter again and add just a touch of it because I do want like a pinky glow a little bit on my cheeks. Yes. Like, this is the Clinique mascara, by the way. It's just like a little like travel or sample size. What's it? Clinique High Impact Mascara. Oh my god. Can you tell that I'm feeling myself? Because I am. Okay, be right back. So I looked everywhere for my black liquid lipstick, and I could not find it. I will be making a separate apology video. I just hope you guys can find it in your heart to forgive me. That was my shade at the beauty community. That was me speaking my truth. I found these kind of like plum shades I thought would look okay. I'm gonna go in with my lip liner. This is a Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner. This is in the shade 165 Plum Passion. So this is the final look. Alright, I just want to say thank you guys for watching my video and bearing through, like, not bearing through, like, fucking, I want to thank you for persevering through the end of this video and really sticking to it. I think that really shows dedication. I think it shows hard work. I think it shows patience. And, you know, pat on the back for you guys. Catch you on the flippity flop. Catch you on the next one. Deuces. Peace out. Just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, bye. I had lipstick on my teeth and no one told me. Rude. Worm girl. Maybe with editing I can make myself funnier. Isn't that what everyone does?